Yo, what up guys? Sammy Lee here, and also Reina. What's up? Say hi, Reina. Say hi. Say hi. No, to the camera. Anyways, Converse All-Star Pro BB. So I guess that's what Nike's calling a lot of their basketball shoes, just BB. Converse just unveiled their new basketball shoe yesterday, and a lot of you guys sent it over. Shout out to you guys on Instagram. Shout out to the Soul Squad. If you guys want to follow us, it's SoulBrothers_IG. But yeah, a lot of you guys were DMing us about the Converse All-Star Pro BB. So the release date and price is $140. And release date, we're not 100% sure, but they just said that it's supposed to come out in May. So it's basically in like a month. So let's take a look at the actual tech specs and like what we should expect. So Converse made a redesign of their shoe, and it's supposed to be more for the modern times, right? I only know one person that they signed, and I believe that's Kelly Oubre, and I don't know if they have anyone else. But Nike owns Converse, so I'm sure we'll see a lot of Nike athletes, playing in this. They try to keep it as simple as possible, and then try to make it so that it looks really similar to the old design. So it was designed in part by Eric Avar. If you guys didn't know, Eric Avar designed most of Kobe's, actually I think all of Kobe's shoes. It looks a lot like the Kobe 360 to me. So let's go over the tech. Let's start off with the traction. The traction is interesting. It looks like kind of like a square or rhombus pattern, and it kind of like enlarges here in the toe area where I guess the ball of your foot is. There are little cross hatches. There's like a little X inside the square, and it looks like that part might trap dust, and it might pick up dust really fast as well. It is slightly translucent. I am also worried about that. But of course, the rubber pattern doesn't matter as much as the rubber compound. So hopefully they use a dope compound that doesn't pick up as much dust. And if they used, the compound from the PG3 or something like that, that'd be great. But I am a little skeptical at the pattern. So there's the traction there. Let's move on to the cushion. Ooh, all right. So the cushion looks pretty similar to the Kobe 360 drop-in midsole. So it is a drop-in midsole. You guys can see from this picture. If you guys don't know, it is a full-length React midsole, and that's gonna be so the sexy time. So the Kobe 360 was a React core. So that's what it says here. It's a React core. We don't know the actual like cushioning that's outlining the React core, because it says it's a React core. So I'm guessing it's kind of like this. And it's a React core with a Lunarlon blend into the cushion. So it doesn't say anything about a Lunarlon or anything. But it says here, quick cut, smooth liftoff, and sustained play thanks to a lightweight, durable, and responsive drop-in Nike React core. So hopefully it is full React. That's going to be awesome. So if you look at the other pictures, like the entire shoe looks very, very minimal, and the upper looks real thin, and we'll get into that. As you guys can see, the React core drop-in midsole comes up a lot on the sides and acts as a sidewall to contain you for lateral movements, which is really smart. That's what the Kobe 360 does as well. It comes up a lot here on the lateral side and as well as the medial side, and it keeps it so that you can keep this very minimal. You obviously have this rubber like cup coming up here in the heel to cage you in as well. But to be honest, all of this right here is just the 360 Flyknit. So what's containing you inside the shoe and giving you lateral support is the drop-in midsole. And that, I think that's genius, because with this system you can be right on top of that cushion. The React, there's no strobo board or anything, so your foot is right on top of that cushion. You can keep it super thin, because the impact protection in React is very, very good. You can have it real bouncy as well, but not too mushy, because they're keeping it thin. So I think that overall this is a great setup. You don't have to have a lot of plastic or rubber coming up here on the side as well, so that reduces the weight. They kept this system and pretty much replicated it and put it in the Converse All-Star Pro BB, which I think they should do in more shoes. So there's the cushioning there. You guys already know it's going to be awesome. And then moving on to the materials. The materials here, it says a custom fit and exceptional lockout provided by foot conforming Nike Quad Fit mesh. So Nike Quad Fit mesh, I believe, was used in the Adapt BB. And I don't know, looking at the materials, it looks very, very, very thin. It kind of reminds me of the Jordan 33 material, as in like, if you guys see the toe, you guys can see that there is a single layer of Quad Fit mesh. and that's what they say, it's a single layer. So it looks really, really thin, but in the toe cap area, it looks like they added an underlaying materials for more durability, a little bit more support. You don't want it to be too thin there because, you know, people do step on your feet, you know, when you're playing ball, so that's gonna hurt if it's like really, really thin. But I guess passing that toe guard area, it's just that one layer of quad fit mesh, and it looks real airy, very well ventilated, and the material looks pretty nice. I am a little worried about durability, but it seems like it's gonna be fine. And it's durable and supportive where it needs to be. That's what it looks like to me. You have a little bit of synthetic overlay in the toe cap as well. Now on the side, you have the Converse logo. It looks to be a synthetic overlay. I don't know if it's plastic or anything, but it can add a little bit more support to the material, especially for lateral movements in the midfoot area. And yeah, overall this shoe looks really minimal. There's really nothing coming up onto the upper, especially in the ankle area as well. It is a high, but it looks really thin, the material, so it doesn't look like the support is going to be very good for ankle, you know, for ankle support. And the overall feel, I feel like it's going to feel very, very similar to the Kobe 360, and of course Eric Avar did design this shoe as well. So yeah, overall I'm really excited to play in this. I'm really excited that Converse has made a new basketball shoe for us to play in. 140 bucks for a full-length React upper with a pretty nice quad fit mesh upper, I feel like is a really good price. So yeah, we'll have to see on the traction. Traction looks iffy. We never know how traction is going to be until we actually, you know, play in them. The cushion looks awesome. Materials look awesome. Support looks like it's gonna be there. I'm not really worried about support because you would think that the support would be really bad in the Kobe 360 with like this really thin 360 Flyknit material and really nothing coming up here on the lateral side. But like I said, that cushion, that drop-in midsole comes up a lot and does cage you in. So I don't think support in lockdown is gonna be an issue. It looks really well ventilated, very light, very minimal. And yeah, I feel like if it does traction well, this is going to be a banger. So tell us what you guys think of the overall design of the shoe down in the comment section below. But yeah, I'm super excited to play in this. Also tell us how you guys think the shoe is going to perform. But that's my thoughts on the Converse All-Star Pro BB. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next one. Peace.